I deleted social media for an entire year and it changed my life forever. And I don't just mean like on a minuscule level, like I'm happier, I'm healthier. Like it changed my life so much that before I did this, I was 17 years old. I just graduated high school. I didn't want to go to college because I didn't want to go into debt. So I was just working a bunch of little jobs, probably making 2K per month, to then a year later hitting my first 10K profit month after I taught myself how to make money online. And this isn't about my entrepreneurial journey. This is strictly about how deleting social media for an entire year changed my life. The first way is that I was able to deprogram myself. Yes, that sounds a little bit woo-woo, but just listen, okay? You can't even possibly imagine how much social media is programming people to stay broke and struggling and have a victim mentality and feel like they're incapable of ever living a better life. I was one of those people. I'd been on medication for anxiety and depression for almost 5 years at the time. I thought the world was working against me. I thought I fit into these statistics of people who could never accomplish their goals or live a better life. And the second I deleted social media and I started sitting with my beliefs and started questioning things and reading books and stuff like that, I realized how much of what I was currently believing was literally indoctrination. I was not a victim. I was not a statistic. I was not the only person in the world who could not make a better life for themselves. I only believed that because that was the entirety of what I consumed online. It wasn't.
You heard what she said. She was not a victim. I noticed there's a lot of people that look like her that are claiming this whole victim card. Just listen through. All right? Have some patience. Let the video play out. Okay? Listen to what she's saying.
It wasn't like I was intentionally watching sob stories online, but the victim mentality is everywhere and it's unavoidable online. So as you start to consume content like this constantly, it becomes normalized in your brain. You start to think, well, all these other people who are dealing with things just like me say they're victims too, that they can't accomplish better, that the world is working against them. So obviously me too. And the stuff that you're consuming and seeing repeatedly online become repeated thoughts within yourself, which become beliefs, which become your identity, which becomes your reality. So you literally turn yourself into a victim and a walking statistic because your brain does not know how to differentiate what you're seeing online constantly from your real reality. Yes. So like I said, the first thing that happened was I started to unlearn that. And it wasn't something I was doing consciously, but because I wasn't constantly consuming content from people complaining about their circumstances, how much they struggle, how big of victims they are, I stopped thinking that way. The second thing that happened was I started to develop something called delayed gratification. This is essentially you being able to desensitize yourself from immediate gratification and immediate results and work towards something long lasting. Knowing that eventually will compound based off what you're doing right now. When you were constantly scrolling on social media and bouncing between different apps, you're getting hit with so much dopamine. So your brain literally starts to operate based off pleasure and instant gratification, which basically means you can't do anything hard. You can't focus, you can't stay disciplined, you can't keep yourself free from distraction. You have no choice in what you do. You're literally controlled by your flesh. Besides just deleting social media, I wasn't watching YouTube or consuming any sort of entertainment, Netflix, anything. So I was completely free from distraction. And this single-handedly was the sole reason why I was able to work towards trying to make money online for 6 months without seeing a single result, because now my brain was no longer addicted to instant results. The other thing was me having better discipline. This goes hand in hand with delayed gratification. I had a schedule. I stuck to it. I got my stuff done. I was working a 9 to 5 during the day and I came home every single day for the next 4 hours and worked on my business. I was extremely disciplined. I was finishing books every single month. I was so free from distraction that I had no other choice but to just be focused on my goals. The fourth thing that happened, and I'm just going to keep it at 4 for this video, is I stopped thinking about myself so much. I was not constantly comparing myself to other girls. I wasn't constantly insecure. I wasn't constantly in my head about people judging me, and it made it so much easier to take bold action on my goals. I was so much more courageous. And thinking back, it's because I lacked a level of awareness that keeps most people paralyzed, because you're too aware of everything in the world that's happening that you just feel scared and anxious. I was not aware of what they were doing, saying. I wasn't aware of anybody possibly judging me. I was in my own world, so the only thing that I was aware of were my own thoughts. And this led to me, like I said, completely changing my life in 1 year. Literally all it took was 1 year. It was so crazy how much my life drastically changed. But also becoming so much happier, so much less anxious. I literally got off my anxiety medication and depression medication at the end of this year. And overall just feeling a level of peace in my life that I'd never experienced before. And ever since then, every single time my life starts to suck again, I realize it's because I've been on my phone way too much, engaging in too much social media. So if you want to change your life, I'm telling you, delete it for an entire year. You'll become a completely different person.
And she learned that at 17. She's intelligent, bro. You can tell just how she was putting those sentences together with all of that information fast. Yeah, we need more people to do this, man. Let's go.
When I told you I was staying off of Facebook for 30 days, I've been off of Facebook for 30 days. No burner accounts, no lurking, no logging in for a second, no checking my messages, no nothing. My page is deactivated, and I'm thinking that I'm going to probably never log back in at this point. I'm feeling off the grid. I'm feeling mysterious. I'm feeling like, catch me if you can. If you have my number to contact me, then you're okay to contact me. But if you don't have a number to get up with me at, then you probably don't need to be getting up with me at all, right? unsure if I'm ever gonna log back in over there. I never thought I would see this day because I love Facebook down. When I tell you I love Facebook, I really truly love Facebook. Yeah.
I think a lot of people too. This is the same sentiment I feel about the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the hood. I love being from the hood, but I can't be around that shit. It's a lot of not just negativity, but I'm gonna keep going. Let the video go.
So I'll give y'all an update, you know?
And I get why people be deactivating their social media or like deleting their Instagram or like just won't post for like 6 months. Like, it's really nothing that you miss when you stay off social media. I feel like life even gets like more peaceful,
Right.
because you're not watching a bunch of people all day, you know, filling your head up with a bunch of false narratives. You're not feeling like, you know, you're behind because you see somebody else that might be the same age as you or might be where you from or whatever, that's doing a lot better than you or look like they doing a lot better than you financially, or they're more happy than you. Like, I don't know. I get it now. I get why people delete their Instagram. I get why people deactivate their social media, because it's just like, when it's just you actually living like in real time, it's just so much more peaceful. You don't have to worry about like the noise.
It slows the world. Everything slows down.
Outside noise from the outside world. And I get it more and more. Like, I feel like I would definitely be bored without social media, but I feel like it forces you to actually like live and be present in real time.
Being off of social media for over a year, mind you, I'm not really even on social media. I post my TikToks and go. But it showed me a lot about myself. And I'm going to speak on this as many times as I need to, because I don't think people really understand. Social media is not real. And I know people say that all the time, but I'm telling y'all, don't listen to them that be online trying to sell y'all a dream and tell you to get off social media, but they on social media every day. Listen to a that really was off of social media. I'm talking about I didn't have shit, and it's kind of scary because you don't know what the is going on. You don't know, but that's the beauty of it. When you don't know nothing that's going on, you don't know trends. You don't know what people are doing. So you're literally dressing for yourself. Everything that you do for yourself, you're doing because you want to do it, because you're not influenced by no bitch. Even though I never was influenced by no bitch. I'm just saying, you're not influenced by nobody. You're not influenced. And then, like, another thing I realized is, like, I leave my house when I was, like, off of social media. I've been realized this, but it's, like, it really came to terms. Like, I don't see the same people. The only people I see a lot is the people that work at the stores I go to. You're never running into the same twice unless it's a coincidence. 99.9% of the people that you see every day is new people that you've never seen in your fucking life. So it's like, you don't have to live. I'm living for me. I feel so good. It's like, I don't even look at people. I don't feel behind. I don't know what nobody's doing. I don't give a what the next guy. I don't give a my age just got a GLE 63 AMG. That's not gonna make me feel less than myself, because I don't even want the any. It's like, you realize, like, is that even something that I want, or does it feel like it's something that I even relationships? I'm jumping all over the place because y'all don't understand. Like, you really start to look at shit different. Like, damn, do I even want a relationship? Do I even want kids? Like, what do I want when I don't have people in my ear? And it taught me so much. It's like, I feel so free. It's like, while y'all shuck and jive for the internet and prove yourself to strangers that'll never see y'all, I'm gonna live. I'm gonna be living.
I finally hit that point in life where I'm like, yo, I do not like social media. No, my bad, that was my dog. But yeah, like, I know I'm not the only one, bro. Like, I used to deactivate my Instagram a lot, like, back and forth, because I just didn't feel like just being bothered by people. I like to go ghost and stay to myself. But today, I finally decided to, like, delete it for good. And it's like, it feels so much better. I ain't gonna lie to you. You ain't sitting up here just checking to see what everybody doing. Nobody checking up and see what you doing. Like, that's all Instagram is all about, bro. So if you watching this is your sign. Delete your Instagram. Pick up a book or something, man. It's so much more to life. Like, read a book, study the Bible, study your classes, whatever you got to do in life to get better and, like, just better yourself. Spend that time with God. Just better yourself, man.
Hey y'all, so I decided to delete my Facebook indefinitely. Like I deactivated, deleted it completely. I just couldn't do it anymore, honestly. And that was my second Facebook page that I deactivated, but I just couldn't do it anymore at this point. Because first of all, every time I go on Facebook, and I mean every time, and I want to say that the people that I follow and the people that I have as friends obviously play a big part in this. But every single time I go on Facebook, that my entire timeline, all I see is a bunch of horny women talking about sex and women bashing men. That's all I see. Women bragging about how much of a freak they are, bragging about being hoes, and all this other shit, and bashing men. Women promoting prostitution, women promoting sex work, but bashing men. Women crying about wanting to be in a relationship. Women crying about how they can't find love and all this other stuff, but bashing men. That's all I'm constantly seeing, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting. First of all, I don't understand how you can promote prostitution and try to find love on the same platform anyway. I would never understand that contradictory. Posting nothing but thirst traps on your timeline. All like when you go on some of these women's page, all you see is thirst traps. But they on their timeline complaining about how men are constantly in their inbox. How men are constantly trying to call them on there. Men are constantly harassing them. What the fuck you think is gonna happen? Like, what do you think is gonna happen? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it doesn't make sense to me, and it baffles the fuck out of me that this is constantly being done.
Because people are weird. Y'all have to understand the vast majority of people that are on social media are weirdos, bro. This is what we have to understand. We are not all the same. Okay? We're not. Most people are out of their damn minds. Literally, bro. Y'all keep forgetting about those kids that had to sit to 6 students in one classroom. Like they out here and they can function too.
More, even besides that, I've been saying for years, and this goes for both Facebook and Instagram, that both platforms consist of a lot of fake shit. It's just a lot of fake shit. What I appreciate more than anything about TikTok and why I've been utilizing this app more than every other social media app is the fact that people come on here and display transparency. People come on here and they're being themselves. That includes me. That's what I enjoy the most about this app. Facebook and Instagram, everybody are putting on a fucking facade. And you got people that on Facebook and Instagram, people that you know personally even, they'll be like watching your page. They'll be watching your shit, watching all your stories and everything, won't like a damn thing. And then they will have the nerve to try to find their way to your TikTok and do that on here. So no. Don't bring that shit here because you will get blocked.
And that's the most important sentiment of why I inserted him into the video is that's all most of it is. People just want to watch you. The world, your life becomes a television show for these people, man. It literally will watch you the whole time and won't say a damn word. That is weird. That's stalker shit. That's stalker behavior, bro.
I check my views. I really do. I check my views. You will get blocked if you're just coming here to be fucking nosy and to be a creep. So yes, I deleted Facebook because I realized I'm not missing anything on there. Honestly, I'm not missing a damn thing on Facebook, and it's only a matter of time before I deactivate my Instagram as well.
Hey guys, Ebony here, Internet Wellness Advocate, and I read another news story so you don't have to. This detox may erase 10 years of social media brain damage, researchers say.
This is the most important part of the video. Please watch with patience.
A lot of you all are probably like, wait, social media is damaging my brain. It is. Let's get into this story from the Washington Post, okay? So your phone is not just distracting you, it's literally destroying our brain in a sense, okay? New research shows heavy social media use hurts your focus, memory, and mood, and just the way your brain overall functions, okay? And when you look at the numbers, the time that we're spending on social media adds up fast. The average American literally spends over a month every year of their life on social media.
It's crazy.
And that might not seem like a lot, but it's a lot. So like a whole month out of the year is literally, like, if they add it all up, it equates to a month or more that we're spending just on social media,
wow.
just on our phones, just on our devices. So researchers tested something simple. For 14 days, people blocked internet access on their phones. Calls and texts still worked, but essentially the phone was like a dumb phone. And in addition to people having better attention, their mental health improving, and overall well-being after these 2 weeks, they also learned that it reversed like 10 years of brain aging. That's what they saw when they, I guess, ran their test afterwards. Attention improved so much that it was like reversing 10 years of brain aging. Also, they found that depression symptoms improved more than a lot of folks were on medications, antidepressants, and it improved more than the medication. So it had a similar effect, just reducing the time spent on social media as someone who goes to therapy for like a chronic addiction or something like that. So here's the twist that they're saying. Phones are way worse than computers is what they're also finding as they do this research, because phones make us they turn us into like these compulsive beings, right? You know, you're still on your phone when you're like cooking dinner. You're still on your phone when you're supposed to be exercising.
Right.
You're still on your phone when you're watching something on TV. So phones have made us very compulsive as it relates to like just, it's always there. And then also it's made us very mindless. That is what this article is saying.
Yeah.
So the big takeaway is that a 2-week phone detox didn't just cut screen time in half, it improved overall health and wellness in the individuals, and made everyone feel better, even if they didn't do it perfectly. So even just reducing it a little bit, and that's for a lot of us that hopefully are listening, even if you reduce it a little bit, they're seeing major effects.
Right.
And they call it the Goldilocks problem. They say it's not about quitting completely. It's about finding what's not too much, not too little, and what's just right. But a lot of us right now are just using these devices way too much and in a mindless way, where we're not thinking like, oh, do I really need my phone while I'm cooking? Can I take a break? Like just finding moments to unplug. So yeah, it's not just screen time. It's trying to get us back to our lives. That is what this article is saying. Pulling us back into our own lives. That's what they want us to check into. So anyways, I thought that was pretty interesting. Let me know your thoughts. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Most people forget, right? These phones are supposed to be tools. That's it. I'm going to ask you, right? Leave a comment and be real. Let's be real here. I like to have real conversations. I'm going to ask you, okay? How much money have you actually made from your phone, right? I know you invested in it. Your parents may have invested in it. How much money have you actually made from your phone? If you're wondering, what does that have to do with this video? It has everything to do with this video, okay? You're distracted if you have a device like this and you haven't made $1 from it, but yet you pay a bill for it every single month just to use the services. You're distracted. This is one big cabal, the social media, right? You can somewhat, I guess, in a sense, you know, YouTube goes in that category. Any social media, right? YouTube's different in a sense because YouTube has evolved, right? And I think our problem with social media is the same thing, how it evolved. Social media used to be an hour of our day back in the day, you know, and that was like setting up the MySpace profile. But as most of these creators are saying, it's mostly just validation and feeding you negativity. I literally had a guy in one of my other videos, some white dude, right? Cool. But there's some that have been tricked by this current administration to think that they are the victims of something, right? And I told him, I said, yo, black people ain't never victimized you in any way. So I don't get that, right? It's whatever you're Whatever you're into on social media, whatever you're watching on YouTube, these algorithms have perfected themselves into giving you exactly what you want to watch, even if it's negative. Most of you are addicted to watching negativity. That's why you'll come and hop right in the comment section of somebody's videos like mine without watching the video in its entirety. The moment you see something you dislike with your short ADHD attention span, you want to go on a racist, bigot rant without taking the time to actually digest the information that's trying to be conveyed to you. That's people's problem. I don't have anything but this. YouTube. I can't invest my energy into social media. It is a stage. Social media is nothing but a stage, and you are the performer, whether you signed up for it or not. Social media is nothing but a stage. People don't care about you. They don't. People want to see what you're doing, right? You could be down on your knuckles, needing all the help that you want to get, a community of people that you should get it from, and you will not get it. People don't care. You have been duped. You have been duped into believing that social media is helpful to you. If you're not a paid influencer, if you haven't made money from any of these, then you are nothing but a consumer. And you're consuming the wrong shit. The boogeyman ain't out to get you. If I watch nothing but degenerate videos of trailer park trash on YouTube, it's gonna keep feeding me that. If I'm only clicking on those videos on social media so I can put negative into the comment, all you're doing is increasing your engagement. This is how YouTube growth works. The more you engage on my channel, the more it's gonna give you my channel and other channels like my channel. I'm telling you, if I went and showed you guys the back end of YouTube Studio, when I say this shit is literally down to a science, the algorithm is down to a science. It knows you better than you know yourself. I promise you. You can have a conversation about something random, or maybe let's do it together right now, just to see if it'll happen in maybe a week or so. Think about something that you used to do when you was a kid, or a certain park that you went to, a certain attraction at that park, not a theme park that you went to, and you no longer see them anymore, right? Now for me, one of my favorite things was, I don't know if it's called a merry bout, or I don't know what you call them, because we only had one at one of these parks, where it just spins, kids get on and you spin it real fast, right? You can run, you can all spin, you can get like 20 of y'all on there and they'll throw your ass off of there too, right? Watch how this pops up in my algorithm somewhere. I haven't thought about that in over 30 plus years. Watch how that particular thing pops up in my algorithm. This is how it works. They have it down to where you don't even have to say it. You can think it, and this right here will make it so it pops up on your bro. You can't make this up. They know it better than we know ourselves, guys. This is serious. And I commend anybody that chooses to disconnect from social media, that chooses to, and it doesn't have to be all social media, right? Me, I've done it. I'm like, man, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of, I got a small business. I initially started IG. At one point, I initially started IG to promote my business, right? To have people see what I'm doing and they'll be interested, right? From my whole span of having IG, right? And marketing and I only got one person ever to sign up from that. One. I've had hundreds of thousands of views. hundreds of thousands of questions, inquiries. One person. This shit is fake. I hope y'all understand this. This is fake. You gotta unsubscribe. People, you are the puppet. They're making you the puppet. Not only that, right? And that's why I made this video the first. The amount of anxiety and depression that happens because of social media, right? As the one woman with this video said, you are literally rotting your brain out. Not literally, but it's not good for your brain. The fake dopamine hits, the thirst traps, the scams. Tell me one thing that has positively helped you from being a consumer of social media of any sort, right? Unless you have actually made money from social media, unless you have actually made progress in your life because of it, you are a consumer, and the algorithm's gonna feed you exactly what you want and what you don't want. So if you want to sit around and only watch degenerate videos of black people doing shit, that's the only thing you're gonna see, right? And then you're gonna fall into this little weird cabal that you're thinking is happening way more than it's actually happening. If, like I said, if I want to watch degenerate videos of white people doing goofy shit, I can literally find that right now and it'll feed me nothing but that. Wake up, unsubscribe from like that. Delete it, deactivate, disconnect, become a regular human being. But basing your whole existence off of social media is weirdo behavior. The vast majority of you, and then you'll get these know-it-all people, right? There's always this one person with the answer, right? Well, you can't say you deleted social media if you still have YouTube. You can't say, man, shut your ass up. There's always that one person that just has the answer for everything, but no answer to their own shit. I don't use YouTube as a place where I come and view every single one of you guys' life, right? I hope you all do well. I hope everybody succeeds. I really do. I'm not being sarcastic, but I don't care what you do in your life. I don't care what you ate for breakfast. I don't need to see you working out. That stuff you should be doing. Be human. Everybody is not a puppet. Now, my only grievance with all this, right, is these are supposed to be tools to enhance us, not hinder us. These phones, you're supposed to be making money from having these devices, not spending $100 to $200 per month just to have the device, to have the service. If you haven't made money from these devices, you are the consumer, you are the product, you are the puppet. Unsubscribe, build you actual relationships with people that you think that you have imaginary issues with online, and watch how your life 1x's itself, 2x, even 3. But believing the falsehood that the world is out to get you because you're indulging in negative, low vibrational content online is the reason why you're as miserable as you are. It's nobody's fault you didn't succeed in life. It's nobody's fault that you're overweight, but you. It's nobody's fault that you have depression, but you. It's nobody's fault that your anxiety's out of control, like you. I battle anxiety. I get a lot of it from hearing. This is why I don't watch the news. It produces anxiety. It pushes out fear. You can't go 24 hours without this D-head doing some dumb shit and pissing me off. Why would I watch that? But y'all do it with social media every single day. And you wonder why you're negative. You wonder why you feel like that. You wonder why you can't even reply in a comment section on any social media platform without it being negative, racist, or bigoted. You can't do it. You have been rewired to think that that's an okay way to carry yourself, and it's not. It is abnormal. Unsubscribe from some of this shit, y'all. Unsubscribe. Build connections with real people. I ain't even get to all the notes. I done went off on a rant, but it is what it is, man. Please make sure y'all like the channel. Press the hype button for your boy. Share this video. If you know somebody that's addicted to social media, or they're always in their phone, they always got their phone, that's a problem. You are an addict. You are an official addict. You have an addiction. You have an addiction. Make money from these tools. Don't let the tools use you. Ayo Bassel TV. Like, comment, share. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Peace.